G'day and welcome. It's just over a week to go to Christmas. How exciting is that?
Yes.
So welcome to
Very.
Wednesday Night Live.
Welcome, Randall Green.
Thank you, Leonie Green. Well, tonight we're going to be talking about many things Christmas. And I'm just going to kill my mic over here, my voice speaker. There we go. What was I going to say? Yep, so tonight we're going to talk many things about Christmas. As you can see, we've got lots of Christmas decorations and Christmas CDs and DVDs and all that kind of stuff. We're going to be talking about Christmas movies.
Christmas memories.
Christmas cake. We've got some Christmas cake, but unfortunately, you'll just have to pretend that you're eating it because we're going to eat it for real.
We have a cuppa as well for our Christmas cake.
Yep, and Leonie's going to auction off some stuff. You want to tell them about that?
We're going to auction off some tea towels that have been made, embroidered. Merry Christmas. Jesus is the reason for the season. So I've got about 2, 4, 6, 8. And I also have some iron-on transfers for t-shirts to auction off later.
Yep.
We didn't go for food. We went for stuff that you can actually use.
Yes. And use again and again and again, because in 2 years' time, you'll still be using that tea towel to dry your dishes on Christmas Day and go, thanks, Leonie and Randall. Or Leonie. And we're going to be sharing some of our Christmas traditions, some Christmas trivia, and the game, Guess That Song. We're going to read some lyrics from some Christmas carols that maybe just aren't as popular or as well known as some of the traditional ones like Joy to the World and O Come All You Faithful. I've got some songs marked out.
Ooh, and we're also going to do what's your favourite Christmas song, Christmas movie, or favourite Christmas gift.
Yes, we'll ask you to let us know what are your favourites. We'll do that in just a moment. Because I've got some announcements. Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Hey, maybe we should do it like the news, hey?
Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.
Yes. And welcome to Reality News. Tomorrow at 10 a.m, the Christmas hampers are being wrapped right here in the church hall. I'd swing the camera around, but the cameraman has disappeared, so we can't do that. But there's lots of goodies over there. And if you want to contribute and bring your gift along, if you've forgotten to bring it in or found a last-minute thing and you want to bring it in tomorrow morning, be here at 10 o'clock in the church hall. Or if you can spare some time to come and help wrap all the hampers, that would be wonderful as well. So be here at 10 o'clock. And then this Sunday, Love Traralgon are going to be down at Newman Park from 1 p.m. So it's like BYO lunch. They're going to have the coffee van there. And then at 3 p.m, the team are going to be handing out the Christmas hampers. If you want to come along and be a part of that, even just as a support and watch and pray silently while people are doing it, then come along for that as well. It's going to be a really good day. Then also this Sunday, the 20th, is the annual Community Carols by Candlelight. Now, of course, it's not going to be in Victory Park this year because of the whole COVID thing, but it is going to be streamed live on the Traralgon Carols by Candlelight Facebook page from 7 p.m. It'll be a little bit of a shorter carol service this year. It's also going to be broadcast live on TRFM and Gold 1242 AM. And I've got the privilege again of bringing the minister's message, so that'll be really cool as well. And then next Wednesday, of course, the 23rd, is our last Wednesday night live for the year. It'll be the Christmas Eve event. Rob and Beck are going to be hosting that. It's going to be really good. It's going to be streamed, of course, on our Facebook page like this one tonight, and YouTube, I believe, as well, from 7 p.m. Yep, Daniel's nodding. So it's, that's going to be there. And if you would like to present an item on the night, then get in touch with Brenda White. She's putting a list together.
And checking it twice.
And checking it twice, yes. And she's going to find out who's naughty and nice. If you don't make the list, then you know why. Also, if you know somebody who doesn't have access to Facebook, encourage them to come along and be a part of the studio audience. And if you'd like to be a part of the studio audience, or if you're going to invite somebody, then you need to get in touch with us and let us know. So you can email the church office at reality@wideband.net.au, or you can send a text to Pastor Rob or myself, and we'll look after that. And of course, we're not going to have a Christmas Eve or Christmas Day service this year because Wednesday Night Live is going to be our big thing, and this Sunday service.
You finished?
Yep.
Okay, so we have some people that have come on.
Okie dokie.
So you need to tell me, because we've got I keep missing in them. So we've got Donna and Sue and Bronwyn and Leslie have joined. Okay,
Louise.
Louise.
Yep.
I wrote down wrong.
And Daniel.
And Daniel. Bronwyn said hello to both of us.
And she loves your hat.
Oh.
And it looks like Brenda and Rhonda are trying to come on as well, which is pretty cool. And so hello everybody who's joining us so far.
So the greatest Christmas card.
Great Christmas card dwindle. We were talking about that the other night.
Yeah, what was that?
We don't get as many cards anymore.
You don't have to whisper. You can say it out loud. Okay, I was saying to Randall how when the kids were little, we would get millions, not really millions, but lots of Christmas cards, and now we've only got 8.
Yeah.
We didn't even do the Mr. Bean thing and write some and send them to
ourselves. Well, we've still got a week to go.
Maybe I might do that.
Yeah.
So, yes. So, maybe if you guys would like to tell us one of your favourite Christmas songs.
Or favourite Christmas movie. Or favourite Christmas gift.
Michael Bublé.
Yes. Michael Bublé. Yes. Not too bad. I'm going to talk about some of my favourite Christmas songs and movies a little bit later. Hi, Annette. Hi, Joel. And you got a favourite Christmas memory, Leonie?
I got lots of favourite Christmas memories.
First one that comes to mind.
Was one when 1994? Just after we got married?
That was 84.
84, sorry. Oops. I get so confused on when I had the kids and when I got married. So Randall had under the Christmas tree. I felt it, and it was a nice, square, thin present. Felt like something that came from the jewelry shop. We were at Auntie Sandra's and Uncle Dennis's house up in Seymour. So I was really excited about getting in to open it. Unwrapped it. There was this velvet box, and I certainly thought I was getting a necklace, and I opened it and it was a pair of Kmart knickers. So I was very, very disappointed in that.
But I thought I was very clever, wrapping up the present to disguise what it was.
So thereafter that, Randall now every Christmas Eve gets me a nice present. So it pays for sook.
Okay, so Joel says his favourite Christmas song is Go Tell It on the Mountain. And Bronwyn's is When I Came for Christmas. Well, I think, does she mean when she came to our place for Christmas? Because I haven't heard of that song.
When I Came for Christmas. Maybe get her to sing it.
Maybe. So we're going to talk about Bruce's message on Sunday, because we do that traditionally on Wednesday Night Live.
Yep.
So one of the questions Bruce asked was, can you remember when you got saved?
Can you remember?
Questions there. Oh, you got it.
Someone wrote no Christmas cards. Who got no Christmas cards?
I don't know. Rob didn't.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, Sue likes The Little Drummer Boy. Yeah, me too. That's a good song.
So now what was that again? That was
What Bruce said on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, you have the notes.
Yes. You've got a copy over there under your tea towel.
Sorry about that.
All right, so can you remember when you got saved? I go, yes, I can, because I repented about half an hour afterwards. When I walked out of the service, one of my friends come up to me and said, I wouldn't have done that unless I was in my own church, because we weren't in our own church. We were actually at the RAF base at Sale on a camp as cadets. And it was St. Mark's Chapel. I think it was Presbyterian or Methodist, one of them. Anyway, that's where I gave my heart to the Lord. And he said, I wouldn't have done that if I wasn't in my own church. I thought, God, forgive me if I've done the wrong thing. So I repented for getting saved. Beat that.
Mine was when I was 9.
Yes.
Yes. It's a big, long story, so it goes into quite a lot.
Okay.
But I did, when I went back to school, because remember, I was only 9, so I was in primary school. I ran around telling everybody they were sinners and I was going to heaven.
And they weren't.
Then they weren't.
Yep. And another question Bruce asked was, what was your experience with the baptism in the Holy Spirit? Well, mine was very memorable. Nothing happened. I got prayed for, but it was a few nights later when I was driving home, and I know because I was still living at home with Mum and Dad then, and I was driving down Washington Street, and all of a sudden I just felt these words that weren't English bubble up out of my mouth, and that's I'd gone around for days saying, "Hey, I've been baptized in the Holy Spirit. I believed it. I'd received it, and even though I hadn't seen any evidence straight away, I believed that I still received it. And then a few days later, bang, it just happened."
I suppose for me, mine was determination. I was going to keep trying to get it. So every night, my cousin and I would hop in the wardrobe and practice praying in tongues until we received it.
Yeah. And Bronwyn wants to know if you won many friends with that statement. Oh, at school.
I didn't care. I was going to heaven. They weren't.
And you're 9. That's
That was
like
9.
different world. Yeah.
And we're moving, coming to Morwell. So.
Christmas memories for me. My brother and I had a big fight on Christmas Eve. I was 19, so he would have been 15. He wanted to watch BJ and the Bear, which is the truck driver who had the chimpanzee, used to drive around everywhere. And I wanted to watch Carols by Candlelight because that's what we did every Christmas Eve. Well, Mum and Dad had gone out to somebody's place for a Christmas do. And so my brother and I ended up resting on the couch. And yeah, he swore at me and I told him off. And that's the funny one now. It wasn't at the time. But I think the best one, and Leonie and I really like this one, was it's 92, Christmas Eve 92. And it was about 11 o'clock at night. We're getting ready to go to bed. And we saw some lightning flashing in the distance. And we thought, uh-oh, there's a storm coming. The kids will be awake because we only had Jason and Natalie then. And sure enough, about an hour later, the storm hit. So we had the kids with us, and we got some popcorn and put on chains. So we made popcorn chains. We had Bing Crosby playing really loud on the record player off this album because it's on CD now, but I've still got the record version. So Jingle Bells and all that kind of stuff. And we're just talking to the kids, a bit worried about is Santa going to make it because of the storm. And then when the storm had passed, they wouldn't go to bed unless I came and slept in the bedroom with them. So I slept on the floor until obviously they went off to sleep.
I had the bed to myself.
For a little while.
So probably mine, lots. Not because I'm old, but just lots of different memories. One where I got a dollhouse, a wooden dollhouse, and my brothers, my 2 younger brothers, got wooden log trucks. And Laurie didn't like the fact that I got a dollhouse, so he burnt one side of it. So that was fun. Another one was when Randall and I were going out and you were in WA.
All right.
And you sent me flowers.
Flowers, yes.
But you goofed up.
No, I didn't goof up. The florist shop in WA did. I told him to write, Merry Christmas, love Randall. Well, the guy at the shop who was writing everything down, he wrote MXM. He just abbreviated it all because, it's busy. But when Leonie got the flowers and said, they'll come addressed to Mum, love Randall, I said, what? And I went and had a look at my copy of the receipt, and he had MXM, and the X was crossed like this, so it looked like a V. So somebody's gone, it says to Mum. So
I got these flowers, opened them up, and it said to Mum, love Randall. So I gave them to my mother, and then Christmas Day, my brothers kept teasing me. Ooh, he wants to marry you. And I went, not going to marry him. So they kept teasing me. I chucked the sook again. Obviously, I do that every Christmas. And Randall got home a week later.
Yeah, it was just after Christmas.
And my mum said, don't be angry with him. And I dumped him.
Yep. But I won in the end, so it didn't matter. Bronwyn says her cat used to hide under the bed when there was a storm, but she could never fit. Depends on your bed. If you got one of those double mattresses, that's hard to fit under.
Yeah. How does that be?
So anyway, we want to know your favourite Christmas song or favourite Christmas movie or favourite Christmas gift. So send those in for us. That'd be really good.
So while we are waiting for people to
Do some auctioning.
do some auctioning, so we have a Merry Christmas tea towel. Jesus is the reason. So we can do packs of 2.
2, yep. So we've got 4 packs.
Then we have a nice Christmas star with Christmas tree. Another Merry Christmas. A nativity scene accidentally embroidered upside down. But hey, it's still a tea towel.
It's upside down.
A Merry Christmas tree.
Oh, yep.
Another nativity scene.
Yep.
And
Snow.
snow. So,
And you can't say it doesn't snow in Australia on Christmas because 2006 it did up on Mount Baw. One of the cold. It was the coldest winter's day in Victoria and like since the 1950s.
so we will just put him in the packs of 2.
Okay, we've already got an offer from Beck. She's saying pack 1, $10.
So pack 1 is
That's those 2.
no, you got it all mixed up.
Yeah, they're all mixed up.
Jesus is the reason for the season, and Merry Christmas is
right.
pack 1.
Okay. Pack.
Is that correct, Beck?
Yes, it is. Bromman says very cleverly, Ernie.
Thank you, Bronwyn.
All right, so that's our auction for tonight. And of course, it's going to missions, as all our auctions do on Wednesday night live. Christmas traditions. We used to have one where we'd go and take the kids out, look at the Christmas lights
Yes,
at night. And then,
lots of lights.
Yep. And we stopped that a few years ago. Well, the kids were bigger then anyway.
Not many in Parkwood Way when we lived there, but now
Yeah, West End of town is like, wow.
it's like Christmas vacation.
Yeah. And then there's that house down in no, it's not High Street. It's the next one. No, it is High Street. Down where we are, between Shakespeare Street and Howard Street. There's a house that's every year. It's got big lights out the front, nativity scenes, and Santa Clauses and angels and all kinds of stuff. Always, they do a really good job each year. But that was one of our Christmas traditions. One that I started a while ago. Actually, it goes back to 1995, and I kept it going up to about 2017, was the end of year Christmas letter. And I used to send this to all our friends and relatives about, especially the ones who lived far away from us, about what had been happening with the Green family during the year. And then we kind of, eventually, we got to
Adding photos.
Yes, that way then you didn't have to write as much. You just had to cut and paste your photos and put them in. So it was always good, catch up. So that was a good tradition, did for just over 20 years. Another one was not so much a tradition, but something that I've done, which maybe one day the kids will appreciate it, is a scrapbook. And it's got
Photos with their toys.
yeah, photos of the kids on Christmas Day with their toys or under the tree or different things that we did. In fact, there's even in here a photo of my great-grandmother, Selena Williams. This is taken on Christmas Day, 1936. And she's sitting there with her uncle Bob, with her brother Bob. He's my uncle. Bob's my uncle. Hey, Bob's my uncle. There you go. Remember that one?
Oh, yes.
First time I played Santa Claus, 1994, the Lawn North Community Carols, and some friends from church asked me to come along because they were involved in it. And I remember going into the toilets to get changed, and as I come out of the cubicle, there's all these young boys in the toilet, and they all looked up, and I just went, "Yes, Santa has to go to the toilet too." And yeah. Another time coming home Leonie had picked me up from work, and we stopped at a milk bar when we had lots of milk bars around, and I had my Santa jacket on and the hat on and the beard, but I had green trousers on. And as I got out of the car, this kid goes, "How come you've got green pants on and not red?" And I said, "This is Santa's corporate uniform." There you go.
I should write ha 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 ha.
Oh, Bronwyn said Ball was snowing in December this year. Yes, I heard that the other day. Somebody at work said that.
When?
I think it was last week when we had all that cold weather. Those cold days. Oh, Malcolm's on. G'day, Malcolm. It says he got a 3-wheeler made up of things from the tip and absolutely loved it. Oh, yes. Sometimes you get some good stuff out of the tip.
Yep.
My desk.
Yes.
What was that?
Which is our TV stand.
Yes, because your sister then one of your sisters then went and
Kathy.
what do you call it? Revamped it all.
She actually sanded it back and rubbed beeswax on it.
Yep.
Vamp it.
There you go. Well, this is Wednesday Night Live, and we're auctioning off some items tonight. So you want to show your tea towels again? These are for missions. So we've got 2 tea towels there. That's pack number 1. I've mucked up the pack, so I don't know what's what.
So we can do snowflakes and nativity theme.
Okay, we'll call that pack 2.
Ooh. Merry Christmas and nativity scene. Pack 3.
Yep.
And then Merry Christmas and
What's the other one?
snow theme.
Oh, the tree and the tree. Yeah, that's Merry Christmas and Nativity.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
true.
All right. So we've been offered $10 for one of the packs. So so these are going to missions. If you'd like to make a bid, then do it online, and hopefully we won't miss it.
And why we're talking about auctions for next week.
Oh yes. Okay. So next week is a really big auction. I did put up a post on Facebook about 10 minutes before we started, but we're auctioning off.
A watch, TomTom watch. So you can put it on your dog and let it run around the park, and then it does some mileage for you in running.
Right, and you don't have to do the running, but you can tell your friends that, hey, look how many Ks I've
I
done
ran
today.
6 miles today.
Yep.
So that is a watch for next week.
That's valued at almost $300.
Seriously?
Seriously?
That.
Yep.
Then we have, because now COVID's going to be over soon, you can have a walkie-talkie in church. Breaker, how you going up there in aisle 1? Well, it's not actually aisle 1.
Yep.
So we have that.
That's worth valued at over $200.
And then, don't have another one. We do.
You do.
I just like it. We have speakers. Extra bass.
Extra bass. So,
A Sony.
are they Sony? Yes, $98 they're worth. So that's over $600 worth of items we'll be auctioning off next week with Rob and Beck on our Wednesday Night Live Christmas Eve special. So get thinking big for
Start saving.
start saving. Alrighty. We're going to play a game called Guess That Song. And I have my Community Carols book from 2007. Like I have some weird Christmas traditions. So, this song is one verse in it says, "To you in David's town this day is born of David's line a Saviour who is Christ the Lord, and this shall be the sign." What is that song? Do you know? And I got a pack 3 offer for $5. That's for our auction tonight, in case you've just tuned in. And Bronwyn would like to borrow a dog. Why?
A child works as well.
Sorry?
A small child works.
Yes.
A small child works as well for what?
To put the
The dog
what?
bench.
Oh, the dog thing. Oh, right, of course. Duh. Too much eggnog before the show.
Yes, Katie runs around so much. I am at the end of it.
Yep. So,
What song is that?
to you in David's town this day is born of David's line a Saviour who is Christ the Lord, and this shall be the sign. So we'll come back to that one. And I got,
Let them think about it.
yep, all right.
Don't want to rush them.
I'm going to give them another one so they could think about that too.
I can't do those.
Well, I might talk about favourite Christmas.
We also have these if they want.
Yep, hold on.
Iron-on transfers. Jesus' best gift ever. You can iron this onto your t-shirt.
Yep.
So I got 2 of those and 1 off True
True
Story.
Story. And so we're auctioning those off too.
Yeah, so then
Okay.
if they want.
Oh, Louise says one of her favourite songs is Once in Royal David City. Yes, don't hear that one very often. Just write this down, otherwise I'll forget. Okay, so
Yes.
there's a stack of our Christmas CDs, and then of course off those I've got other songs that I've bought off iTunes, so they're not even on CD anymore unless I burned a CD, which latest ones I haven't. But you know, got something. You got the cool with it kind of stuff. So like Toby Mac, Mr. Cool, Kim Walker Smith from Bethel Church. What's their name?
I don't know, but let me have a look in case I have that.
Jesus culture.
Jesus Culture. Thank you, Daniel.
And it's right on the back here. Jesus Culture.
Okay.
You need your glasses updated.
Okay. Yep. So Jesus Culture. Anyway, she's put out a CD, and I mean I like Kim's voice. She's got a really nice sounding voice, but and this kind of a middle of the road kind of sound. Of course, you can't go past Veggie Tales. But when I was doing my radio program on Gippsland FM back in the 90s, one of the favourite, or the only Christmas song that Veggie Tales put out was Oh Santa, and I used to get lots of requests for that. And of course, we had the traditional, like Bing Crosby. Then we got Mr. Suave, like Michael Bublé. And then there's like some Christmas rock kind of stuff. Or if you want to get into the really kind of rock, Christmas, X-Christmas, or Christmas X-Christmas, I think it was. Hawk Nelson, another Christian rock band. Some really rock stuff on that too, so I like that kind of stuff. Colin Buchanan, no, sorry. I'm a bit too old for that. And then, 2013, I did a Christmas special on Life FM when I was working there called What is Christmas? And we had at least 1 or 2 other radio stations pick it up and play it as well. It's like an hour-long special and just talk about Christmas, what it means. There you go. Yep. What about you? Got a favourite Christmas song, Mrs. Green?
Oh, I cannot think of anything. Probably because you always played the Bing Crosby one.
Yep.
Christmas morning.
Yep.
While I'm doing the work and they're playing.
So we actually, I have made this one of our traditions, I suppose, is I play it while we're setting up the Christmas tree, and then Christmas morning as we're handing out the gifts.
Yes.
So, and now kids like Bing Crosby.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Favorite movie?
Christmas movie. All right. If you've got a favorite Christmas movie, let us know.
I have one.
Yep.
Do you have it there?
Which one is it?
Christmas Vacation.
Oh,
That is our favourite. We have to watch that every year.
yep. I think I left that one at home.
Luke's looking forward to next year because they're building a house. So we're having Christmas at their house next year. And he wants to do his house up as
Chevy Chase did.
with lots of light.
Yep. This one came out a couple of years ago, The Man Who Invented Christmas. So that's the story of Charles Dickens writing A Christmas Carol. Very creative way how they've done it, how they get the characters from his book to interact with him while he's writing it. Very, very interesting. This one came out only a couple of years ago as well, The Star. It's an animated feature, and it's about animals who end up in Bethlehem and witness the birth of Jesus.
Yep.
It was pretty cool. Ah, of course, It's a Wonderful Life. Jimmy Stewart, can't go past that. What would life be like if you weren't here? That's pretty cool. Oh, we got a bid from Annette, $10 for pack number 2.
Do you know which one is pack number 2?
Yeah, that's this one here.
Okay, you keep pack number 2 over there.
All right.
Yes.
Yes. And Miracle on 34th Street. So we've got the original. And the thing I like about the original is like that was made back in 1947. And in it, there's a lady in the shop talking to one of the managers of the store saying, Christmas has become so commercialized. See, it was commercialized back then, even before our time. So there you go.
Yep.
Holiday Inn, Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire for all you oldies. And of course, The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Right, yes.
Yes.
Natalie's and Randall's favourite.
Yep. We've sat up a couple of times, like late at night on Christmas Eve, to watch it. And of course, you can't go past some VeggieTales Christmas shows.
Or Die Hard.
Oh, Die Hard. I know. I was in, it was a Big W, I think, a few weeks ago, and there's Die Hard all wrapped up in a Christmas wrapper saying, ho, 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 Die Hard or something. I'm going like, really? They're plugging it as a Christmas... Because there has been some debate about, is it a Christmas movie? And so, we want to know your thoughts. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Just because it's set at Christmas time. In fact, both Die Hard 1 and 2 by Bruce Willis are set at Christmas time. So does that qualify as a Christmas movie? Now we don't want an essay. Just yes or no. Just put Die Hard yes or no, and we'll know what you mean.
And does it say that at Christmas time it's stressful, so you go nuts?
Well, yeah. Well, they do in that movie. Because if that's the case, then I've got a couple of war movies that are set at Christmas time, like The Battle of the Bulge and Saints and Soldiers. They're both set around Christmas time as well.
And he has tried to put that in our list.
No. Also, we have some favourite Christmas episodes of TV shows like Home Improvements, Happy Days, the old ones, MASH. Frasier, yes, particularly Frasier. They have some good Christmas episodes. We even watched a crime one the other night, wasn't it? Castle. The crime.
Yeah, I was trying to remember it.
Santa fell out of the sky.
Yes.
And died.
Home Alone.
Home Alone, yes.
Definitely, I love Home Alone.
Yep. Sue says...
We dream of that all the time when Natalie comes home. Then she goes, and we're home alone.
Yep. Sue says, Die Hard, no. Thanks, Sue. That's one vote for no. I'm kind of leading the no way because, yes, I mean, it is set at Christmas time. It's the backdrop.
But no.
Yes. No's one. Yeses. Bronwyn loves Frasier. It's Frasier, not Fraser. He doesn't like it when people call him Fraser.
She didn't say Fraser.
Yeah, she wrote Fraser. She left out the I. That's Frasier.
Text me and I'll bash him up later.
How about some Christmas trivia? Oh, the song. Has anybody come back with the song?
Of what that song was?
Yeah. Who did?
Louise.
Louise, that was the song. Oh, Once in Royal David City. Oh, right. I thought she's saying it's a song that she likes. I misunderstood. No. In fact, the song was actually While Shepherds Watched. While shepherds watch their flocks by night. Or as my mum learnt in youth group, as shepherds washed their socks by night or seated round the tub, the angel of the Lord came down and taught them how to scrub. All right, let's do some Christmas trivia. Sir Henry Cole of England in 1843 had an idea that is now seen everywhere at Christmas time. What is his idea? What was his idea?
So, hint. Everybody nearly gets one.
Yes.
Or more. Maybe 8.
Louis Prang of Boston, Massachusetts is considered to be the father of the American what? And for you Bible scholars out there, Old Testament prophecies tell us there are three regions the Messiah would come from. The prophecies refer to Jesus, different times in Jesus' life. What are the three regions that are prophesied in the Old Testament about where Jesus would come from?
Now, you've given them three.
I know.
So you have to let them think about it. So while they're thinking,
Yes.
for next week, if you're intending to come and sit in the audience, we need you to either email or text, yes, I will be coming. So then we have enough seats, but maybe we might have food.
I don't know. But so you just email the church office, reality@wideband.net.au, or you can text Rob or myself.
Yes. So do we have anybody for the first one?
3 new comments. All right, let's have a
In
look.
1943.
Okay, yeah, so Henry Cole of England in 1843 had an idea that is now seen everywhere, and a couple of people have replied candy canes. And Bronwyn said repeat the question, so we just did. And the answer is the Christmas card.
I was going to give him another hint.
Oh.
But oh well.
Lewis Prang of Boston, Massachusetts is considered to be the father of the American what? And what are the three regions that Jesus came from that are prophesied in the Old Testament?
Galilee, what's that over there? One. And then another one. I'm helping.
You are.
Let's see if I've got any comments.
One,
Christmas card, Bronwyn.
oh, it is the Christmas card. Yep. Cool. Or is that to question 1 or question 2?
That's the question 2.
Question 2, yes, because it is. Lewis Prang of Boston, Massachusetts is the father of the American Christmas card, which he first produced in 1875. And in fact, were quite popular, not only in America, but in Europe as well. And all right, so that leads us to question number 3. The Old Testament prophecies tell us 3 regions where the Messiah will come from, and these refer to different times of Jesus' life. So what are the 3 regions prophesied? And who came up with the idea of the Christmas nativity play? I've shared this one before. Let's see if people, but I've only shared it once a year. See if people remember.
Well, I think you should have some fun ones in here. Easy ones.
Okay.
What Christmas song
Number 7.
tops the charts the following year?
You've got to do question 9 first.
Oh, do I?
Yes.
I don't want to do that one.
All right. What was the name of the hit Christmas song of 1978 that was played many times on the radio in Australia? It was a Christmas song by a popular disco group.
And they were black, weren't they?
Yes. The song was actually first written in 1956 and performed by Harry Belafonte. But in 1978, this group from Europe took it to the top of the charts. Became a big hit.
They were kind of a little bit bony, weren't they?
They were a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Bronwyn says, "What do you win?" Fame.
Couple with Randall.
Fame is what you win. We'll announce you as the winner of the game. Jingle bells. No, that's not the song. It was a Christmas carol. Top of the charts on mainstream radio. In fact, this group actually had 2 gospel songs on the charts.
2.
Yeah. The other one was to do with the river.
Like the River of Babylon.
Yes.
We used to sing that as Solomon family.
Yep.
Nanette would remember us singing that. So, has it got to do with Mary?
The song, yes, has something to do with Mary. Everybody scratching their head. Silent Night? No, it's not Silent Night. but if I stop talking, it might be.
Praise the Lord.
And it said, City of David, Nazareth. Right. For where did the Old Testament prophecies come from about Jesus? City of David is also known as Bethlehem. So yes, that is one of the regions. You'll find that in Micah 5:2.
Another one was, we talked about it in our sermon, a place that is one of those three.
Did we? I don't remember.
E-
Oh, right. Yes, we did too. Hark now, hear the angels sing. No, that wasn't the song. And somebody else put in a... Where'd it go? All right. So I'll tell you the name of the song. The hit Christmas song of 1978 that was played on radio right around the country was Boney M's Mary's Boy Child with Oh My Lord, which they kind of tagged on to the end of the song. As I said, that was first written in 1956 and was a hit song that year for Harry Belafonte. Now you can read that, number 10.
I don't want to.
Oh.
What Christmas song topped the charts of the following year in 1957?
Yeah, so the year after Harry Belafonte had a hit with Mary's Boy Child, there was another song the following year in 1957. Became a big hit at Christmas time.
And it has to do with
That wasn't the Christmas tree one.
a
Oh,
Rosenthal
okay.
Christmas tree one.
Right.
It's helpful to have little hints.
Okie dokie.
So anybody come back?
Not yet. So, one of my other favourite Christmas memories is when I used to do Christmas radio programs. First year was at Gippsland FM, and it poured rain, and there was 3 of us doing the program at 6 o'clock in the morning, and we had quite a number of requests, mainly from our youth group, but a few other people as
Bromwell
well.
got it.
Bromwell got it?
Jingle bells. Oh.
Nope,
That
wasn't
was
Jingle
last
Bells.
time. Well,
Well, it was Jingle Bell Rock.
I saw it and my feed's coming in late.
Now yours is coming in quicker than mine.
Oh well.
Funny about that.
But yes, go on. You're talking about radio.
Radio, yes.
Raining.
And so, radio, yeah, so just doing a Christmas radio program on that day. So over the years, I used to look forward to doing Christmas radio programs. In fact, I even have my playlist from 19th of December 1999 and the 20th of December 1998, the songs that we played on our program. But wait, there's more.
Oh, I have another Christmas memory.
Christmas Rocks. I did that on Life FM. It was a Christmas rock show that was on the 18th and the 19th of December on Life FM. That would have been a Friday and a Saturday night. And that would have played at night from 11 p.m. And it was certainly very rocky. 1,000-Foot Crutch, KJ52, Reliant K, Family Force 5, and lots more. So they were fond memories for me.
Yes.
Anyway, you got a memory?
I remember you proposed to me Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah. How could we forget that? Somebody's in trouble now.
I forgot too. So yes,
My
don't know
first
what
that comes
year,
through.
but Randall proposed to me Christmas Eve, and
83.
okay, 83, and I said, you have to tell my mum and dad.
Yes.
So I didn't give him an answer until the next day.
No, yes, you did. I said to go and tell you, ask your mum and dad. Because then I asked her dad, and he says, can you repeat the question? He says, I'm a bit deaf in this year.
So Randall had to come across this side, talk to him.
Yep. And he says, oh, that's okay with me, but you better check with mum. So I had to go and ask Leonie's mum. And I asked her quietly, and she said out loud, I'd love to have you as a son-in-law. Great. Thank you, Lucy.
I wanted to make sure I had it locked in with my parents first.
Probably pays to help. That locked in? Yes. Alrighty. I'm getting a little bit lost now. Where am I?
Well, we're still, we have packs.
All right, let's
Do we have any on the other packs?
no,
Pack 4?
Pack 4, which is it's got Merry Christmas on it and a tree.
Yes,
That's the other one. The other tree one.
that one.
That one. That's pack number 4. We're auctioning off these Christmas tea towels. We've been offered $5 and $10. We've got 4 different packs. So pack number 2 has got a nativity scene and some snowflakes on it, and that's already up to $10. Pack number 4, we haven't got a bid yet. So get your bids in, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
What's on?
Pack number 4 again has Merry Christmas and a Christmas tree with a star in the distance.
Star of David. Is that correct?
Something like that. Star of, oh, not Star of David,
Bethlehem.
Star of Bethlehem. Yeah. Okay, we've had a bid for pack 4, $10 from Beck. Wonderful, thank you, Beck.
She has one. Pack
Yeah,
one.
she's got pack 1. Oh, wow, if you don't want Beck to have both packs, then you need to outbid her.
Nah, don't want to
It's
go
going
there.
to auctions, though. This is going to auctions. This is going to missions.
Missions. So you want to talk about the what the wise men brought?
Oh, hang on. We didn't finish off our other question. The 3 regions where that are prophesied in the Old Testament where Jesus would come from. So Anak got the first one. Micah 5:2 says the Messiah will come from Bethlehem. Hosea 11:1 says, my son will be called out of Egypt. Because remember, Mary and Joseph had to flee to Egypt with Jesus when he was a baby because King Herod wanted to kill him. And then Isaiah 9:1 says the Messiah will come from Galilee, which is where Jesus ended up.
Yes.
All right. Daniel's offered $13 for pack 3.
Ooh.
That's for our tea towels. Thank you, Daniel.
So, who is Jesus's cousin?
Yes. He's mentioned in the Bible.
Well, he had lots of cousins.
Well, I suppose he might have, but only one's mentioned in the Bible.
Technically, I could be talking about another cousin.
There is no other cousin mentioned.
Yeah, but they can make up a name. Doesn't have to be factual, but all right, we'll go with the Bible.
Jacob the camel
Who's-
dealer doesn't count.
Oh well. Okay, so the nice simple one. Who's Jesus's cousin?
Yes. Aussie duo Bucko and Champs had the hit song Aussie Jingle Bells. This is back in the 90s. They put out an album. And in the song, they talk about riding in a what? They're not riding in a one-horse open sleigh. They're riding in a...
And this has got something to do with Aussie.
Aussies.
Okay.
All right. Bronwyn says John the Baptist. Malcolm says James. Louise says James. Daniel says John the Baptist, for who was Jesus' cousin. And Bronwyn says Jesus' cousin was Jesus' cousin.
Very good.
And Bucko and Champs were riding in a, Beck's got it, a rusty Holden ute.
Yeah, but who got the
Oh, okay.
cousin?
So who was Jesus' cousin? The answer is John the Baptist. There you go.
So was James' cousin as well? Or was John's name James?
No. Just, it was John the Baptist. James is a different person, yeah. How much did it cost to put a Christmas stamp on your envelope back in 1979? I have one from 1979.
Is it used?
No, it's not even used. Well, it's got my fingerprint on it now, so it's not going to be worth as much.
Wow.
But this was to this Christmas card was to my mum and dad.
And you never sent it?
No, somebody sent it to them.
Oh. And it wasn't stamped.
No, they didn't stamp it at the post office. At that time of the year, it gets really busy. And Rebecca's gone, James was Jesus' brother.
Thank you. I should know the Bible better.
So how much did it cost to post a Christmas card back in 1979?
I'd like to know.
Bronwyn says 25 cents. Daniel says 18.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Very good.
Daniel's the closest, but they're both wrong. Come on, any other takers? Come on, guess.
5 cents?
No. 5 cents, Louise says. I think you have to go back to the early 70s for 5-cent Christmas stamps. I have to pull my stamp album out and have a look. Louise says 15.
Excellent.
Excellent, Louise. Yes, you got it. 15 cents.
And now I shall keep this in case it comes up to be lots of money. Look that up. Go on a holiday.
We've also had 12 cents and 20 cents as well.
So we were talking about the wise men.
Oh, right, yes. Right.
What, 5 minutes?
Oh, okay. So what's so significant about the gifts the wise men brought Jesus? Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Oh, we've got to have a piece of cake.
Oh, sorry. I had a piece of this mint slice thing and I was full.
Oh, okay.
It could stay there. It's my Christmas cake because we have Christmas cakes each because Randall eats his and I save mine. So mine says Leonie's Christmas cake,
You should
Randall's.
hold it up so they can see it.
No, but they can't read here.
No, but you can prove that you've got to read it there.
Okay. Hands off Greenie because he's always eating my cake.
It's one of my favourite cakes.
He always eats my Easter eggs as well. My chocolate.
Only when you give it to me.
Even my jelly beans for diabetes, he eats my jelly beans.
Anyway, what's so significant about the gifts?
Oh, do I whinge at Christmas time?
What's so significant about the gifts that the wise men brought to Jesus? Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Brahman says they go on a holiday on a stamp. I don't think that's the answer somehow. So gold is a gift that's given to kings. Frankincense is an incense that's offered up to God, and myrrh is an embalming oil. So the gifts that the wise men gave were kind of prophetic because they were saying that Jesus was a king, that he was God, and that he would die for our sins. So there is something significant in those gifts after all.
So does that think we have to think about the gifts that we give to people?
Well, you'd want to put some thought into it.
What did you get me?
I don't know. Here we go. So we got some responses. So Louise said kingship, deity, and death. Yes, spot on. Daniel says gold is a rich gift for a king. Frankincense is for worship, ? And myrrh is for burial. Yes. Bronwyn says her family eats her diabetic jelly beans too. See, so it's not just me. And there you go. She's replying to you. I was going to say something.
Wow, it's actually past our time, isn't it, Daniel?
No, I've got 5 more minutes.
Do we?
Yep.
It's been sitting at 55 for the last 5 minutes. Kind of like where... Oh, no, look at that. 7:55. Obviously, my eyes are running forward. So, what were you going to talk about? We're all done with the bids?
I think so. Yep. So we've had no more bids come in. So, sorry.
A summary.
Okay, Daniel's going to type in a summary for us. So thank you, Daniel, for that. Much appreciated. Doesn't Daniel do a wonderful job doing all this each week for us? I mean, he's had a couple of nights off, but like we let him have a night up for his honeymoon. I thought that was very considerate of us. We should get a pat on the back for that. Yeah, that's right. But yes, no. So Daniel has done a lot of work for us this year on Wednesday Night Live. He's been one of our key, or the key player in it also. We really appreciate, Daniel, everything that you've done for us. All your technological know-how and, just your availability, being here for us and helping us out. Just giving of yourself and your time. It's really good. So thank you. And I hear that Santa's going to bring you something really special. I just made that up. I don't know what he's bringing. He didn't tell me.
That's why I moved my chair.
Yeah.
So you played Santa?
Yes, so I've played Santa. Played Santa at work. And then I decided, maybe that's a hint to start losing some weight. So I did. Look, it's fun. My grandmother used to say, Christmas is for the children, and she is so spot on. Christmas is for the kids, and it's a good day for kids. You get a lot of joy out of it as a child. As a parent with young kids, it was always exciting. When our kids hit their teen years, what we used to do when they were little was we had Santa sacks, so the big pillowcases, and we put all their presents inside that. Because it wasn't a bike or anything. But as they got older, that kind of excitement sort of just dissipates as you get older, because you're not a little kid anymore.
Except for Jason.
Yeah, well, he was always liked it. But anyway, so what we started to do was we used to wrap their presents, because up until then we never wrapped them. And so we wrapped them, and so that always made it a little bit exciting for them as well.
Yep.
They said. So I think kids make Christmas, but Christmas is made for the kids.
Yes.
Just this celebration side of it that we do with the gift giving and all of that. We used to tell our kids, the wise men gave gifts to Jesus, and that's why we give gifts to each other, so that we remember the birth of Christ.
Yep, and we've done birthday cakes a couple of times.
Birthday. Oh, yes. Yep, we sing Happy Birthday to Jesus. We've done that a couple of times here in church as well. Got the kids to come out the front and we sing Happy Birthday to Jesus and get them to blow out the candles. Then we wipe the slobber off it. No. And then we go and have some for morning tea.
Yes.
So here we go. Daniel's given us an update. So we've got pack number 1, $10 from Beck. Pack number 2, $13 from Daniel. Pack number 3, $10 from Annette. Pack number 4, $10 from Beck. And we've got 1 minute left. So if you get that bid in the last minute, if you're going to outbid any of those, they're yours. And we're going to go home and listen to some Christmas music on the way home. I got some new tonight. That video clip I put up on our Facebook page last week of for King and Country singing the Little Drummer Boy. I went and bought that on iTunes tonight. So
very good.
Yep.
Rend Collective has a new one.
Rend Collective. For all you Rend Collective fans, they've got a Christmas album out. There's quite a number of them that are out. It's if I was still working in radio, I'd probably be able to rattle them all off. But
Chris Tomlin has one.
Chris Tomlin, another one.
Yeah.
He put one out a few years ago because he did Joy to the World. His version of Joy to the World was pretty cool. I like 1,000 Foot Crutch. They have a Christmas song. That's all I'll say.
There we go.
Yes. Well, I think we've come to the end of our show.
Yeah, you talked quite a lot.
Yep. I know, and you hardly said anything. It's a Christmas miracle.
It's scripted for me not to talk much. Randall's hogged the whole script.
Hey, how about we go out with our Christmas tree?
Oh, okay. We'll sign off and see you on Sunday. Where shall we put him? Yeah. And so you can turn him on.
Alrighty. And well, last words for the night is from our Christmas tree.
If he goes, I may have turned him off. Oh,
You did.
You need your glasses done.
Can see it.
I'm not dancing.